Let me give an update about strategy. I start with our reserves replacement, important for our long-term future. If I look at the 3-year average of the last 3 years, we are satisfied with that. Then in view of the economic downturn, we take short-term actions. Basically, those actions are to make sure that we follow a path or we are top quartile in our operations. Top quartile for costs, value, health, safety, environment, and of course energy efficiency. Then very important for our future, which projects are we going to construct? We stick to our long-term view how we see the energy environment. Long-term, we expect energy growth, more people in the world, and increased standard of living. We have in mind to construct for 1 million barrels per day new capacity for oil and 6.5 million tons new capacity for LNG. By and large, if I summarize it, yes, we have problems in the economic downturn. We react on that with a near-term action program, but we keep on investing, albeit a bit slower for the long term, and we do that against very prudent assumptions, even if the downturn would last longer for a year.
Hello everybody. You have heard now Jeroen talking about strategy and progress. I would like to focus on the following 2 things. First, the financial framework and how we are dealing with that, and the second one is about our long-term projects going out to 2020. Let me start with financial framework. This has been designed over the last few years to actually cope with the ups and the downs of our industry. So it has been prepared to go through the high end of the cycle, but also the low end of the cycle. And I feel okay with the position we are in at this stage. Important in all of this is obviously the returns for our projects. These are long-term projects, and the returns are attractive to us, and we are following therefore through with the implementation of these many projects which we are currently engaged in. Costs do play a role in these projects, and let me take you through what we have at this stage under implementation or construction. First one is we are roughly having $7 cost, development costs per barrel of resource. If you add to that actually the $2 to $3 for finding costs, you get an average of what we are implementing at the moment to $10 per barrel. And that's actually very competitive costs. Now, how do we actually screen our projects against the volatility of the oil and the gas prices? All of our projects, they do run for the very long term, some decades in some cases. So the short-term price volatility does actually not play a big role. We are looking at various pricing scenarios, we are looking at various cost scenarios, and we also take taxes into account. And through that, we actually plan our long-term construction of projects. Let's go and look at our long-term prospects for the period of 2012 to 2020. We have plenty of potential projects under review at this stage. For example, in downstream, we are looking at potential biofuels options, but we are also looking at refining capacity, for example, in China. But what I want to talk about at this stage is more about upstream. So what we are looking at in terms of design, in terms of preparation of future projects in upstream. Currently, we have roughly 1 million barrels of additional production under construction. We are looking at another 1 million barrel of production capacity with all the options which we have available. So with what I just said, we have a lot of opportunities, a lot of projects. We are value-driven, and we can actually generate an interesting growth for RDS in the future.